Hello and welcome, beautiful souls. It's Sapphire. Welcome, one and all. I hope you're having a wonderful day or wonderful evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Namaste. Happy Mabon, Equinox, and solar eclipse. So today I'm going to be talking about Mabon, aka the fall or autumnal equinox, and the solar eclipse new moon in Virgo. They're occurring on the same day, which is crazy cool and rare, and also the spiritual and astrological significance of each, the energies at play, and how to navigate them. I don't know about you all, but I already feel it in the air. There's a lot of heavy energy around us, yes, but I also feel intense waves of light pouring through from source and from higher realms and beings as things are already beginning to rapidly shift, balance, and recalibrate. Some things will be eclipsing out of many of our lives, never to return, and some things, some beautiful things, including beautiful new beginnings, will be eclipsing into our lives in spectacular ways. Before I dive into a more detailed, in-depth description of what's going on with these energies right now, please take a moment to like this video if you enjoy this content, comment down below your thoughts and feelings, subscribe and turn on the bell if you enjoy and love this content and you want to see more like it, and even donate if you feel called. Namaste. Thank you so much. The festival of Mabon, celebrated during the autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere, usually around September 20th to 22nd, symbolizes balance and harmony as day and night are equal. This very same time, of course, marks the vernal or spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. Mabon is a time for gratitude, reflection on the harvest, and preparation for the coming winter, encouraging individuals to acknowledge both their joys and their challenges. It is kind of like a pagan version of Thanksgiving. Mabon is roughly a week-long festival, and it also marks the second of three harvests during the pagan wheel of the year. The first, Lunasad, which occurred on August 1st, marked the first harvest of cereal and grains. The second, Mabon, marks the harvest of fruits. So what is the spiritual significance of Mabon? Well, it's all about balance and harmony. Mabon, celebrated during the autumnal equinox, symbolizes the balance between day and night. This equilibrium invites reflection on personal harmony, encouraging individuals to acknowledge both their light and shadow aspects. Embracing this duality fosters spiritual growth and awareness and wholeness. As I just hinted at, Mabon is also about gratitude and abundance. Mabon is a time to express gratitude for the harvest, both literal and metaphorical. It encourages reflection on what has been achieved throughout the year and abundance present in life right now. This season of Thanksgiving emphasizes the importance of recognizing and appreciating the gifts received. Mabon is also about connection to nature. The festival invites participants to connect with nature's rhythms. Observing the changing leaves and the crisp air helps individuals ground themselves and find solace in the cycles of the natural world. This connection enhances spiritual awareness and fosters a deeper understanding of life cycles. As for myself, I will be spending some time spending my Sunday journeying and meditating in nature. Mabon is also a time of reflection and release, which also lines up pretty nicely with a big theme of the solar eclipse. As the year transitions towards winter, Mabon serves as a moment to reflect on personal intentions and experiences. It is a time to release what no longer serves one's growth, preparing for the introspective months ahead. This practice of letting go is essential for spiritual renewal. It is also a time for reflecting on any areas of our personal and/or collective lives where things are out of harmony and out of balance, and set intentions to seek more harmony, adjust course, and strike a better balance to serve our highest good and in the highest good of all going forward. So, what are some rituals and practices that are commonly celebrated during Mabon? Celebrating Mabon often includes rituals that honor these themes that I've already mentioned. Common practices involve creating altars with seasonal items, engaging in gratitude ceremonies, and performing acts of service. As I mentioned earlier, this time of year is like the pagan version of Thanksgiving, only encoded with more spiritual meaning and witchy energy. It is, after all, pagans who originally created the cornucopia, famously associated with this time of the year, which they would fill with fruits and vegetables from the harvest as a symbol of gratitude and abundance. It is a beautiful time to give and express love and gratitude for all the blessings, both big and small, in your life, for the beautiful people and animals you share your life with, and for being here and alive in this moment. These activities deepen the spiritual experience and reinforce the festival's significance. Mabon is a wonderful time to reflect on where you want to go for the next 6 months, to get clear on your goals and dreams, to set intentions, and to create a plan of action in order to manifest those intentions. This can include both personal and group rituals. Now is certainly an excellent time to get together and tip the balance of the world into a more favorable alignment with peace, light, love, and joy. As I've already mentioned, September 21st is also the time of the solar eclipse in Virgo. So let's talk about this massive solar eclipse new moon in Virgo. Let's shift gears and talk about the beautifully synchronistic solar eclipse and new moon in Virgo, which happens to fall exactly during Mabon this year. This eclipse occurs on September 21st and will only be visible in the far east of Australia, New Zealand, and Antarctica, and part of the Pacific Oceania. But not to worry, the energy of this eclipse will be felt by all in subtle ways for some and profound ways for others. This phase of the moon occurs at 29 degrees and 5 minutes of Virgo. In the last degree of the sign, there's an urgency to our new beginnings. This eclipse opposes Saturn's retrograde in Pisces and Neptune and harmonizes with Uranus and Pluto. Our responsibilities to others, our emotional health, and our need for downtime can tend to weigh us down. It can be difficult to pull ourselves away, but we have the tools to make the changes we know are needed and we now realize are necessary for our growth. So let's take action now. In the sign of Virgo, work and health matters will be a major focus on a personal level in the months following the eclipse. This lunation is about new beginnings regarding work, attention to details, fitness, health regimes, and daily routines. As I just mentioned, what's also lining up at the same time of the solar eclipse in Virgo is the Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Endings and new beginnings are a big theme here. Now is a powerful time to reflect on our lives and ask what we need to seed in order to provide more order and structure in our lives. Both Virgo and Saturn like order and structure. They are favoring us getting serious, sober, and committed and waking up to the truth of things in our lives. We are being called to wake up to the seriousness of reality and the concrete commitments and disciplines we need to, over time, gradually chip away at and master. Discipline, commitment, and hard work are required to achieve our dreams, but we must also learn to bend in response to those demands and the ebbs and flows of life, rather than putting so much pressure and the weight of the world, so to speak, on ourselves to the point that we break. We must work hard and with persistence if we wish to have our goals and dreams, but we must be steady like the tortoise and not burn ourselves out like the hare. We must breathe and flow with our own demands and the cycles and demands of the world. We are also coming face to face with old stories that may not be serving our own highest good and the collective highest good, and being called to release them and embrace more uplifting and empowering new stories. The Pisces energy may also be showing you where you have lost the script, where things may be getting too illusory in your life, or where you may be falling back into old ways that need to be left in the past, and you may be given a firm but forgiving reality check on areas of your life that need more examination, balance, and correction. And you also may receive nothing more than a gentle reminder of how far you've already come and what you are already able to accomplish, and being given a gentle nudge of encouragement as if to remind you of how good it feels to accomplish your goals and chase your dreams and to be in a new, higher mode of being, and the universe being your cheerleader, as if saying, keep going, or encouraging you to double down on what is already serving the path of your highest divine good. It's time to build our powers of healthy, constructive discrimination, learn to be more proactive, start a new health and fitness regime, set up specific routines that will help us manage our lives in positive and mindful ways, and learn the power of now and of mindfulness. We can learn to master the little details of our day-to-day lives in a more organized manner so that we can free our minds of clutter. For some of us, circumstances are such that we need to pay more attention to our work and health routines. We're also dealing with a big theme of endings that seed new beginnings both in our personal, individual lives and on the world stage. The Ten of Pentacles in Tarot, which brings to mind endings, is also associated with the final decan of Virgo that this eclipse occurs in, which only further cements this theme of endings. This is a time of big karmic release, as well as large-scale energetic reset, shifts, and rebalancing. It's a time to let go of the past and toxic cycles and loops that don't serve us, and look forward to and embrace fresh, new, and hopefully bigger, better, and brighter new beginnings. Individually, we may see things that are out of balance and don't serve us coming to an abrupt end in order to create space for new beginnings, with the potential to create better and higher order in our own lives. On the world stage, we may see the fall from power of certain high-profile figures, or the collapse of certain structures, systems, or governments. With Mars squaring Pluto, things could get a little dicey. They kind of already are. So please, everyone, stay in the light the best that you can. Remember, fear and hate only breeds more fear and hate, whilst peace, love, and kindness breeds more peace, love, and kindness. Those who choose hate and violence will be inevitably met with justice, whether that's by the way of human governmental system of justice or by the way of cosmic justice or karma. Take the higher path, resist the temptation to take matters into your own hands, allow karma to catch up with them, and allow things to unfold in divine timing. Remember, what you do to others, good or bad, comes back to you magnified. Flaws in an important system in our lives are revealed around the time of the eclipse, prompting us to do a redo or to start fresh. We may find ourselves completely reworking this area of our lives. Something ends in order for something else to start anew. We may be called to give up something in order to move forward into a new chapter of our lives. Although the new may be unrecognizable, it is important to allow the necessary surrender to the unknown. And stepping into the unknown can be scary, but you will find your way, much as I did, by taking your first courageous baby steps into the unknown and learning as you go. All you need is a strong intention, a strong sense of purpose, knowing when and where to have strict discipline, calculated plans to stick to and non-negotiables, and when and where to instead let go of strict structure and go with the flow of life. surrendering to the cycles and timing of nature and the universe, and trusting the process and having trust and patience that everything will ultimately work out for the highest good and in divine timing. And with that, I would just like to kindly bid you all adieu and wish you all a very happy and blessed equinox and eclipse. Remember to take some time to tune into the divine and stay grounded as we navigate through both these subtle and profound changes. Keep your head in the clouds and the stars and your feet on the ground. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Namaste. Blessed be everyone. Love y'all. Take care.